Good evening. The Dolores County Broadcasting Network presents the DCTV 4-H Evening News Program for, I believe this is Tuesday, April 10th of 2018. Camera person tonight is Devin. Video sound engineer and producer is Edward. Teleprompter and prompter Myra. News anchor Daniel. Meteorologist Hannah. This is your news director Edward. Now, here is the news.
We invite you to help us keep our kids' news show on the air. You can do this by becoming a sponsor. You can buy a sponsorship by calling 970-677-4119. Now for the news. The following story is from the Cortez Journal. Arctic environment must be protected. While school shootings, trade wars, possibility of nuclear war, and sex scandals still the headlines, the Trump administration, Senator Lisa Murkowski, Alaska, and Senator Cory Gardner, Representative of Colorado, are stealing our public land. Senator Gardner put Arctic National Wildlife Refuge drilling in budget and tax bills where it couldn't be debated. Senator Murkowski, Interior Department Secretary Zinke, and President Donald Trump are illegally pushing oil lease sales in ANWR in 60 days. Drilling on the coastal plains threatens the lives of the Gwinnett people who depend on the caribou that calve there, the greatest diversity of plant and animal life in the entire circumpolar north. Bird migrations to 50 states and 6 continents, and one of America's last wild places, and it would increase warming in the Arctic, already warming twice the rate of the lower 48. There wasn't a public process to pass drilling in ANWR, and none can be expected regarding lease sales in 60 days. The public is being shut out, and federal laws are being broken so public lands can be destroyed for private corporate profits. We can thank Senator Michael Bennet, Democrat of Colorado, who sponsored the Coastal Plain Wilderness Bill, and hold Senator Gardner accountable for protecting the oil and gas industry instead of people. Oil and Ice, and our hour-long documentary that examines the battle over oil development in ANWR will be shown at 7 p.m. April 12th at the Sunflower Theater. Come learn what we might lose. The following story comes from the Denver Press. Hemp dog biscuit bakers use CBD to ease dogs. Plain Val Downing and Nan Barron, co-workers at the Loveland-based dog biscuit company, the Biscuit Bakery, are exhibiting their CBD-infused dog biscuits at the 2018 NOCO Hemp Expo at the ranch. The women, both retired teachers, have been baking dog biscuits since 2012 and expanded into cannabinoid products 2 years ago. Giving dogs CBD-infused biscuits sparingly as a diet supplement can help ease pain due to arthritis, seizures, or hip dysplasia. Downing said the biscuits can also be used as a mild sedative for excitable dogs before car trips or visits to the vet. If you had told us 2 years ago that we be making hemp treats, we would have said no way, Downing said Friday, but we have a lot of compassion for animals, and we want them to have the best possible life without being overdrugged, and we want to make sure that they can have all the relief they can have. The company uses only Colorado-grown hemp from a farmer near Berthoud. Downing said there are no known drawbacks to allowing dogs to eat it, though she recommends that the owners of the dogs with aggression problems not try to use CBD products in place of a qualified trainer. The 85-foot Jurassic SEE sea dragon that roamed the British coastline as bone unearthed on beach. A bone belonging to a giant 80-foot sea dragon that roamed the British coast 205 million years ago has been dug up on a village beach. Scientists say evidence of the massive ichthyosaur, which approaches the same size of a blue whale, has been discovered, making it one of the biggest animals that has ever lived. The prehistoric creature, known as a sea dragon, measures at more than 85 feet, 26 meters from head to tail. Its jawbone was dug up on the beach at Lowestoft by fossil collector Paul de la Salle. He then returned and found even more pieces that together measured about 3 foot 3 inches 1 meter in length. This showed the creature would have been about a quarter larger than the previous record for an ichthyosaur, a dinosaur that stunned the researchers. Mr. de la Salle said initially the bone just looked like a piece of rock, but after recognizing a groove and bone structure, I thought it might be part of a jaw from an ichthyosaur. He immediately alerted paleontologist Dean Lomax at Manchester University and Professor Judy Masqueray of SUNY College at Brockport, New York, who are experts in ichthyosaurs. He also contracted geologist Dr. Ramus Gallios, who visited the site and determined the age of the fossil by studying the rocks in which it was entombed. Mr. Lomax and Manchester University and Professor Masqueray of the state of New York Brockport College identified it as a incomplete bone or triangular from the lower jaw of a giant ichthyosaur. They said the bone would have made it only a portion of the entire skull. This house houses the largest ichthyosaur known, which is 69 foot, 21 meters long. Dumb laws in South Dakota. Ministers are to be dedicated to God and therefore are not eligible to hold a seat in either house of the legislature. Stealing a horse is punishable by hanging. Stealing a horse is punishable. No Christian parent may require their children to pick up trash from the highway on Easter Day. It is legal to gather and consume roadkill. Skunks may be carried into the state. Here is our current weather with Hannah.
The current temperature is 51 degrees. The high for today was 72 degrees. The low was 31 degrees. The barometer has been between 30 and 7 inches. The humidity is at 13 and falling. The wind has been between 1 and 5 miles per hour from the northeast. Gusts have been up to 15 miles per hour. There has been no rain today. 16/100 of an inch for the month, 0.96 inches for the year. There is rain from Canada into northern California and eastward into the Dakotas. From Minnesota into Michigan, there is more rain. Florida has rain too. Here's your 5-day forecast. Wednesday, partly sunny, high 73, low 45. Thursday is going to be breezy, high 60, low 26. Friday is going to have some blowing snow, high 44, low 24. Saturday, mostly sunny, high 52, low 28. Sunday, partly sunny, high 61, low 37. Now, that is the end of today's DCTV news program. This is the news directors Hannah saying goodbye, good night, and thank you for watching. Now back to our news director. What?
That's the end of today's DCTV 4-H news program. Good night, and thank you for watching again.